I'm Deanne Presley from the Department of Agronomy, and I want to talk today about cover crops. What I have planted here is a summer cover crop, so it would have been planted in the early summer. It could be after a wheat harvest that a crop like this would be planted. And it's a mixture, so it has sorghum Sudan grass, it has some legumes in it, and it also has some brassicas in it. So it's a pretty diverse mixture of cover crops. So when I speak to farmers about cover crops, I usually start off with, what is your objective? What is it that you wanted to do with the cover crop? So this one it's already been mowed one time because it created so much biomass. So we mowed it off and it's regrown. So this one would have been a great one for grazing, for example. Lots of biomass production. Right now we're in fall, coming into fall, and so after corn and soybean harvest, or sorghum harvest for example, would be a time to plant some cool season cover crops. And so one of the hottest topics right now has to do with weed control. So weed control in soybeans, so pigweeds in soybeans, water hemp in soybeans is a huge problem across the state. So there's research going on the impact that cover crops can have on weed control in soybeans. So for example, after a corn crop, the best thing that I would recommend is planting a cereal crop after a corn crop. So some choices would be cereal rye, barley, oats, triticale. Any of those would be suitable for planting after corn, but the trick is right after corn harvest. So don't wait, gotta go plant those very quickly after. Another question I often get is about aerial seeding versus drilled, and there was some research done in Iowa suggesting that they're actually fairly equal. So if the aerial application, you'll end up with more variability and it's a little more dependent on rain. Drilled would be better as far as getting a more uniform stand. However, the biomass may not be as great if you have to wait longer to plant that cover crop. So again, after corn harvest, planting a cereal for a cover crop, and you could do that as a mixture of cereals if you wanted to, but cereal rye is a great one. Oats could be actually planted in the spring as well. So if you didn't have time to get it into the fall, oats could be planted in the spring. It could grow quite a bit of biomass. Then in the spring, the cover crop would be destroyed by spraying. Could roll or crimp it as well if there was enough biomass, and then plant soybeans into that. So there's many options as far as what to plant after corn and in a timely fashion. Through my own research, we found that planting a cover crop after soybeans is a lot harder since soybeans are harvested later.